I made a mistake. I made a mistake in front of my entire school, my respected teachers, in front of my friends. Now what? I had this whole speech prepared and now what? Now do I run off the stage and cry in this bathroom for a few hours? Do I never show my face in school again? I mean, I'm considering it. Or do I learn from my mistake? That's what everyone will say. But what does that mean exactly? Well, they'll say, it means that if you've screwed up somewhere, the next time you do something, remember where you screwed up and don't screw up again. Then they'll give examples of people who failed tens, hundreds, maybe even thousands of times, and yet now they're successful. People like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam or Thomas Alva Edison. And we all want to be like them. But it's not easy. It's not as easy as, whoops, I fell, dust yourself off and get back up again. Because it's never that easy. Because falling hurts. And failing hurts even more. Ever since we are young, it's been ingrained into our minds that mistakes are bad. Let's say there's a test in class and this one kid fails. Well, the kid gets demoralized, starts thinking, am I dumb? Why did so many others get this while I couldn't? And this can often be exacerbated by the environment surrounding the kid. Maybe it's the pitying glance from the classmate, the reprimand by the teacher. Maybe it's the scolding the child gets back home. Or maybe it's that one snide comment by the next door neighbor. Now, this is a pretty inconsequential event in the grand scheme of things, but it's where the idea takes root. And as we grow older, this idea snowballs into a fear of failure itself. And so every single time we think we are about to make a mistake, we freeze and ask, what will society say about this? What we fail to realize is that mistakes are the most human thing we can do. In fact, it's hardwired into our brains. See, our brains are constantly being bombarded by information from all of our senses. And so, if we were consciously processing this information all the time, we'd never be able to make any decision. We'd be too overwhelmed. And so, what our clever little brain does is that it combs through this information and selectively picks up the stuff it thinks are important. Now, while this is efficient, it does leave some room for error, and it can miss out on a few vital details. And so, sometime or another, we are bound to make a mistake. I err, therefore I am, said Saint Augustine in the 4th century BC. And there is no quote more apt than this. I err. It means you've made a mistake, but you're also willing to accept it, which means you've accepted your own fallibility. And that's what we need in all our lives. We as a society need to accept that mistakes are perfectly okay, perfectly normal, and perfectly human to make. Because they make us learn. They make us learn that we can improve, that we can be better, that we can achieve something greater than what we have right now. And if we are passionate enough about something, then we have the drive, the power, the courage, the determination to get where we want to, so why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? And these thoughts should be strong enough to help us get out of that spiral of depression, fear, anger, and regret that we can so easily get sucked into. And the first step is accepting and embracing your own mistakes. So to conclude, I would like to reiterate in Latin, Fallor ergo sum. I err, therefore I am, said Albert Einstein. Wait, that's not right. I made a mistake. Whoops. Thank you, everyone.